from Local 24. Forecast first from the local storm team. The Mid-South's most accurate forecast.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Sean Bryant. Not a bad day at all by May standards. 74 degrees tonight at 7 p.m. Very pleasant conditions at 10 p.m. as well. 68 degrees. And to start tomorrow morning, 63 degrees, which is just above normal for this time of the year. Rain chances will be picking up Thursday. I'll talk more about that. But first, Local 24 News at 6 starts now.
Now at 6, her murder conviction was dropped, but Nora Jackson is still sitting behind bars.
While local authorities are refusing to grant her bail.
While local roads crumble, millions of dollars for transportation projects sit in limbo. Local 24 crunches the numbers.
Looking for another win inside Oracle Arena. The Grizzlies are gearing up for Game 5. We're in Oakland tonight for our Grizz Nation Playoff Edition coverage.
Live from WATN TV in high definition, this is Local 24 News at 6.
Good evening. I'm Katino Rankin.
And I'm Brandon Artilles. The woman once convicted of stabbing her mother will stay behind bars a little longer.
Yeah, Nora Jackson was expected to have a bond hearing today. Instead, both sides told the judge they can't agree on one issue: whether the special prosecutor should be allowed to consult with the Shelby County DA's office in preparing for a retrial. The defense is trying to keep Amy Wyrick's staff out of it, but Special Prosecutor Mike Donovan says he needs their help.
Local 24's Tish Clark is live from the Criminal Justice Center in downtown Memphis tonight. Good evening, Tish. Why is Donovan so determined to get assistance from Wyrick's office?
Well, Brandon, Katina, a couple of reasons. For one, it's a lengthy and complicated case. Two, Donovan says, as the special prosecutor, he should be allowed, he should have the right to use whatever resources are available.
It's frustrating in that what we were here for ultimately did not get heard or accomplished today.
That's been the case each time a hearing is set. A bunch of nothing happens.
We were prepared to go forward and litigate and argue those issues and oppose that motion.
That motion was filed by Nora Jackson's defense attorneys, who were trying to keep Special Prosecutor Mike Donovan from consulting with the Shelby County DA's office. The state Supreme Court ordered a retrial last year after it found constitutional errors in how prosecutor, now District Attorney Amy Wyrick, handled the case.
It's a very lengthy case. It's a very voluminous case with lots of witnesses and exhibits and proof. And it's going to take quite a bit of effort and resources to try her again. And so we are seeking to use the resources of Shelby County.
The only thing the defense and prosecution can seem to agree on, both sides are beyond ready to proceed.
Obviously, I'm in charge of the prosecution of this case. And we intend to go forward with this case.
Now, the judge could decide at next Wednesday morning's hearing if the prosecutor will be allowed to consult with the Shelby County DA's office in preparing for a retrial. Now, once that happens, that is when a bond hearing is expected, anyway, to be scheduled. We're live downtown Memphis tonight. Tish Clark, Local 24 News.
Thanks, Tish. Here's a look at the timeline of Nora's case. In June of 2005, Nora's mother, Jennifer, was found dead in her bedroom. Autopsies revealed that she had been stabbed more than 50 times. Nora was arrested 3 months later and charged with second-degree murder. In 2009, Nora was convicted and sentenced to more than 20 years in prison with no parole. Last August, the Tennessee Supreme Court ordered a new trial based on errors during her initial trial.
Well, local in Mississippi, Olive Branch High School officials are being forced to retract and reprint its yearbook. This after a vulgar caption ended up on one of the pages. DeSoto County school reps gave out dozens of yearbooks before noticing the obscenities. A statement was released apologizing for the mistake, adding the memento will be available before students leave for the summer. Local 24's Rudy Williams is talking to parents and students right now. He'll have a reaction tonight, all new at 10. Well, Grizz Nation, it's time to believe. After a tough loss to Golden State Monday, the Memphis Grizzlies, well, they're gearing up for Game 5.
But they may have to do it without the grind father, Tony Allen. Let's check in right now with Local 24 Sports Director Doc Holliday. He's live in Oakland for us tonight.
Okay, Doc. Although the Grizzlies have lost their last 4 Game 4s, the team has won its last 5 Game 5s.
Well, Brandon and Katina, the Grizzlies are in an interesting situation. Back in Oakland, tied with Golden State at 2 games apiece in this best-of-7 Western Conference semifinal series. Now, it was interesting because the Grizzlies could have been up 3 games to 1 had they won at home Monday night. But Monday night, the Grizzlies didn't play well. Golden State did. The result, a 17-point Golden State blowout win. Now, the Grizzlies have won twice in this series, and they understand what needs to be done to win again.
If we can continue to get stops defensively and push the ball at our pace, those are things we're going to try to keep working on.
Every team, when you win in the playoffs, you want to bottle it for the next game. So the game in the playoffs is all about adjustments. We understand that.
Now, I heard you all throw out some numbers, and you also said something about Tony Allen playing or not playing. Right now, TA is officially listed as questionable because of that sore left hamstring. Now, if TA can't play, that means he can't chase around Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, meaning Jeff Green has to step into the starting lineup and play big. Now, Jeff not only needs to play big on the offensive end, but he needs to play big on the defensive end. For right now, live in Oakland, California, Doc Holliday, Brandon, Katina, back to you.
Thanks so much, Doc. And if you're looking for a place to watch the game, you're in luck. The Grizzlies are hosting a watch party tonight. It's taking place inside the all-new Uncle Buck's Fish Bowl and Grill inside Bass Pro Shops in downtown Memphis. The party kicks off at 9:30.
The questions about the Shelby County Schools budget are starting to pop up. Superintendent Dorsey Hobson wants $14 million more in his upcoming budget, but it's going to be a tough sell. Local 24 watchdog Mike Matthews is live in downtown Memphis. And Mike, how tough will this be for Hobson?
Man, I'll tell you something, Brendan. For a while there, for Dorsey Hobson, superintendent of Shelby County Schools, this thing was looking easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not anymore. But Dorsey Hobson says he wants to make sure that Shelby County commissioners realize that it's all about the children. The children, he says, who are working hard to make it. Thousands of people have seen these pictures of kids from Shelby County schools. Pictures of kids angry about something, who feel like taking their anger out on people. The trouble is these kids do not represent the vast majority of students in the system. One person who does represent the vast majority is Caleb Fair, a student at Hamilton High.
Most of the time, it always starts at home. So they come and bring it to the school.
Caleb was one of a group of students talking about violence with the superintendent. So was Lisa Maxey of Kirby High School.
98% of the students always do right, but it's always that 2% that media portrays, as far as the school being bad, because they'll be the ones that get into the fights, bring weapons, or bring illegal drugs to school.
The school system didn't help their image much here, and they could have. We weren't allowed to take pictures of these kids, intelligent kids, who care about getting an education and care about their city. It's an image that seems tailor-made for right now, as Superintendent Dorsey Hobson is trying to get $14 million more for his school budget. Shelby County Commissioners will talk with him next week.
Now I have received several questions from commissioners, and we're obviously going to continue to follow up, but it's a long process.
Hobson wants you folks to know he's done a lot of his own budget slicing and dicing.
We eliminated 367 positions from our budget, including 41 central office positions. We've closed over the last 3 years 17 schools. We've cut a whole, we've been cutting. So if you look at where our budget is now versus where it was 3 years ago, you're over $100 million in cuts. So we got to have the right combination of cuts, but then investments when we need it.
We're here live at City Hall. Right across the street is the Shelby County building. That's where they're going to be having these meetings, by the way. A lot of those Shelby County commissioners are concerned about the issues concerning dealing with the pensions for Shelby County employees. That's a big question. They're also saying if we give you $14 million for Shelby County schools, those municipal schools are going to get a chunk of dough too, so they're going to be asking a whole lot of questions come next Monday. And I'll be watching. Reporting live in downtown Memphis, Mike Matthews, Local 24 News.
Thanks, Mike. Coming up next on Local 24 News at 6.
Roads are just going to get worse, and there'll be no new roads.
Millions of dollars going unused as local roads fall apart. We talk with drivers who are fed up with their bumpy commute.
Local Storm Team Chief Meteorologist John Bryant is here with an update on our forecast. How's tomorrow looking weather-wise?
Looks good, Brandon. We hit 80 today. Now, the one difference in tomorrow is that chances for rain return. 70 at 9 a.m., 75 at lunchtime, isolated showers possible at noon and 3 p.m. Not everybody gets wet tomorrow, but several rain chances in the coming days. New developments coming up after the break.
Follow us wherever you are on localmemphis.com. Like Local Memphis on Facebook. Follow at Local Memphis on Twitter. And download our app for news and weather on your smartphone and tablet.